Okay, so some different setups. Get into a little bit more setups now. So what we're going to do here is we're going to swim inside, pull the knees in, make sure that we're getting over the shoulder. All right? So apply some control over the shoulder. We're going to rip out and sit up to here. All right, so my shoulder is to his ear, basically. My hand's kind of reaching across and grabbing the lat. All right? So I'm going to stay very connected right here, right now. I'm going to act like I'm doing a hip bump sweep, but I'm not, because for hip bump sweep I'm here and I'm trapping the arm, right? Because if I go here, I need to have his arm trapped so he can't base his hand to the mat, right? But for this, we want him to base his hand to the mat. So he's either going to roll or he's going to base his hand to the mat, right? And as I do this, as I go here, I'm even going to take my shoulder and kind of push him away with it. Like that, all right? So now I just created this opening. This has to keep as my handle to suck him in. And look, my leg can come up and over now, so I have a diamond guard. And as I talked about when we first started practicing triangles, it's all about having a good diamond guard, all right? If you want to have a good triangle, first you have to have a good diamond guard. Most of the setups against experienced people aren't going to go right to a triangle, but a diamond guard, all right? So I gotta get here and be comfortable. So the rule is once I can get head control, I keep head control, right? So I can get his head already, so I'm just gonna keep him here. Now if we rotate a little bit, John, this way. So here, so now there's a good chance that because his arm is not pulled across and I have his head control, that he's gonna wanna pin this elbow to the mat like this. Because I need a triangle this leg, and I cannot get that triangle right now. Right, so he's doing the right defense as we practiced last week. I don't want him to get away, but defense-wise, he can use that elbow to the mat. And I cannot lock a normal triangle. What I can do is a reverse triangle, right? So I'm going to do the triangle backwards. So we go here, grab this leg, and figure four right here. And sometimes you can't figure four, and that's okay. We're pulling this leg up high, and at least bringing this leg over the top, and pinching the knees. Now, with this position, this hook right here gives me leverage to move him to the other side. I'm going to bump my hips and push with my knee. Bump and push, right? So now we get his elbow off the mat. That's what we want. And I'm going to go ahead and post his wrist out and feed the Kimura. Go ahead, guys. So the first thing I'm going to do is just go for the Kimura right away. I'm going to push him away with this leg against the shoulder, keep pulling the elbow to my chest. So bang, we got the Kimura. There's a good chance that he's going to try to power out of this. Now, if we go back one step, if I'm rolling my wrists, that makes it hard for him to straighten his arm. Right? And we'll get it. Bang. But if my wrists are relaxed and he's just super strong, he's going to power out like this. So when I'm waiting for that, prepared for that, I'm going to use that to pass the arm across. So feed the elbow. Now look at my legs. My legs are going to switch right here, so I can get my ankle once again. Triangle, make sure that we're buried that arm inside, hands behind the head on this one. Squeeze. So here we're going to swim inside. We just want to make sure we get to the inside somehow. Hip out, and come up to this position. Shoulder is connected to the ear, hand is hooking the lat. I'm going to get the base hand on the mat, not the elbow. Hand. And now with my base leg, I'm going to push the hips into this and bang them with my hips and also with the shoulder. Keep this handle for posture control. This is my posture control right now. And I'm going to sit back, and sometimes people have a hard time getting their leg out. It's because they're moving that way or move away from the arm. This way. And then we suck them inside. All right, so now that we're inside, we want to get head control right away. But once again, he's probably going to dig that elbow to the mat so I can't complete my triangle. So my legs are already in the right position. If I can go deeper, I will. The deeper, the better. And now I bump my hips. I'm going to angle them off to the other side by using my inner thigh. Push his wrist up to create space for the Kimura grip. Option one is finish with the Kimura. Extend the leg, the hips, rotate, pulling the elbow to the chest. If he tries to power up by straightening his arm, and let him do that, and we drag the arm across as we use the hips. And look how I scissor my legs here. Bang! I'm kicking this heel up so I can create the angle for the triangle. Boom. Bury the arm underneath, hands behind the head, pinch the knees, lift the hips. It's done. Swim inside.
Connect the shoulder to the ear. Grab the lat, base on the hand. Bump. The whole purpose of this bump is to get into the base so we can go to diamond guard. Gonna keep that hand connected to suck him in, but once we got him in, we can grab the head. He brings his elbow to the mat so I can't complete the triangle. He's too heavy on that side. I'm going for a reverse triangle, using that leverage to bump him up and over as I push the wrist up. Get the Kimura grip, suck the elbow to the chest, rotate the wrist as I extend the hips. As he powers out here, if he does, we're gonna drag that across, and this is key. This leg goes lower to the hip. So I have my low and high leverage opposing forces so that I can be strong right here. Until I catch it, foot to the hip if necessary, might have to re-bite. Feed it in, bury the arm under, grab the head, finish the triangle. All right, so this is the hip bump to the triangle.